Hello, I'm Carl and welcome to the Strawbite Workshop. And this is the Milwaukee M18 FTS210 OneKey Cordless Table Saw. As the name implies, the one thing this saw doesn't require is a connection to the mains, but you will need a thumping great 12 amp hour battery. In regular use within the workshop, I charge the battery about once a week, and charging from flat takes around 2 hours. I have a smaller aftermarket 6 amp hour battery that came with the saw, which seems okay too. The rack and pinion fence system is probably my favourite feature. It has two positions. One gets you closer to the blade. The other, at its widest, can easily rip half a full-size sheet of MDF or ply. The Spindle Lock really helps with blade changes. Getting hooked up to the dust collection required me to design and print a custom connector. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you how I did that. So I'm not too sure how much more I can show you regarding the saw. Contractor saws like this one do tend to work very well in smaller workshops, with the DeWalt DW745 saw being incredibly popular. It's plenty powerful enough for my needs. It doesn't seem to struggle with anything that I've put through it to date. That's softwood, hardwood and man-made boards. Anything up to 1.25 inches seems to go through here quite nicely. You can achieve a through cut at full thickness with this saw. It's not something that I would recommend. It's far safer in my opinion to run thicker boards through in multiple passes. Now the saw does feature the Milwaukee OneKey system. It's not a feature that I've used a great deal, so I can't talk very much about that. But fundamentally it allows you to look through an app at the performance of the saw, and there's some security features that will act as an anti-theft deterrent, and that may be particularly useful if you're out on site with this saw. Now Milwaukee claim that the saw will last all day and will cut around 600 linear feet. That's about 180 meters worth of board. I don't really know what that means, to be perfectly honest. For me, I'm charging the battery about once a week, and it's nice having the second battery. It means I can complete a cutting list if the battery does happen to go flat on me halfway through a job. Now just about everything on this saw is adjustable, and the manual goes into a great deal of detail in how to do that. I've tuned the saw up so that it actually produces really very accurate cuts. I'm really happy with the finish, and everything is sort of parallel, straight and vertical as it needs to be, and it goes way beyond just adjusting the indicators on some of the scales here. Now the saw isn't without its downsides.
Alexa, how much is a Milwaukee table saw?
One moment. Showing the top results for Milwaukee Table Saw. Milwaukee M18 OneKey Cordless Table Saw 18 volts 1x Li iron. It's £775.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Now compared to the DW745, this is an expensive saw, especially when you consider you need to buy a battery and the fast charger to go with it. You can buy them second hand. I bought this off of eBay for around about the same price as a DeWalt 745, around the £500 mark. They don't come up very often on eBay or Gumtree in the UK, but when they do, you'll get them for a reasonably good price if you're keen to have the saw but don't really want to spend as much as you would if it were new. So it comes with a brushless motor, but don't let that fool you into thinking this is a quiet saw. Far from it. 92 decibels, it's still pretty loud, and I'm really tired of buying power tools that seem to me to be unnecessarily loud. You know, I value my hearing. I wear ear defenders or hearing protection, but still, you know, come on, induction motors are much quieter. I think we probably ought to be moving in that direction very soon. But probably its biggest shortcoming is the dust collection. It really isn't that good. There's plenty of dust that falls through the saw onto the table, in my case, and without there being dust collection over the top of the blade, an awful lot of dust gets thrown forward and you get it all over your jumper, and that does kind of irritate me a little bit. I have found that if you fit a hose with a larger diameter, you can improve that dust collection, but you know, it's that lack of overblade dust collection which seems to be, if you're going to fix the dust collection problem, a better solution all round in my view. I think overall it's a really good saw. The dust collection is an issue for me, and that may be a reason for me to change the saw in the future. I want to keep the dust down in a small workshop as much as possible. This isn't helping a great deal. So is it a keeper? Well, I think you're just going to have to wait and see. I'm not sure I've got the room for a cabinet saw, especially in a workshop of this size. I use my track saw an awful lot more these days, and probably an MFT style table would be better suited, or better use of the space. But we'll see. Anyway, that's it from me. I'd like to give a special thank you to all of my patrons. Your support really does help keep the channel going. It certainly keeps me motivated to continue to make videos. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos as they come up. But for now, from the workshop, cheerio.